Hello and welcome to What If? The stories for your sleep. Tonight I invite you to imagine something soft and warm. Imagine waking up to the gentle life of an orange cat, curled up in a sunbeam, surrounded by quiet comforts and gentle melodies. This story will take you through cozy mornings, playful adventures, and dreamy moments, filled with the sweet quirks of being a beloved pet cat. So get comfortable, close your eyes if you want, and let yourself drift away with the soft sounds and calm tales. If you enjoy this story, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to like the video and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own cozy cat stories. Now let's begin the gentle journey of your life as an orange cat. The morning begins slowly, oh so slowly, just the way a superior being like myself prefers. Gentle light, the kind that knows its place, spills through the curtains and washes over everything in a warm golden glow. It's a spotlight, really, for the star of the show, you. You lie curled up on a perfectly chosen cozy patch of sunlight near the window, your magnificent orange fur glowing brighter, practically incandescent, under the sun's tender, adoring touch. It's hard work being this radiant, but someone has to do it. The room is quiet mostly, except for the faint rustling of leaves outside, applauding your waking moment perhaps, and the soft chirping of early birds welcoming the new day, and more importantly, you. They're probably singing songs about your glorious fluff, your majestic paws stretch forward one by one, extending each claw with regal precision. Then you begin kneading the soft carpet with a familiar, deeply satisfying rhythm, a comforting habit that fills you with peace and also probably reminds the carpet who's boss. These are superior biscuits, made with love and a hint of world domination. Your whiskers, finely tuned instruments of perception, twitch at the faintest sounds. A creak of the floor, the house groaning under the weight of your magnificence clearly. The gentle hum of the refrigerator, chanting your name you suspect. The distant ticking of a clock, patiently counting down to your next meal. Every small noise feels like part of a gentle symphony made just for you, the esteemed conductor of cuddles. Your human stirs nearby took them long enough. You catch the soft shuffle of slippers against the floor, a sound that usually means food is imminent. Then their voice, calm, loving, and soothing. Though the words are mostly a mystery to you, like a foreign language you can't be bothered to learn, it's probably just a stream of compliments anyway. Still, the tone makes you feel cherished, like you're the most important creature in the world, which is, of course, entirely accurate. A warm hand, the food-providing hand, reaches out. Its fingers move slowly, as they should in the presence of greatness, to scratch behind your ears. Ah, the correct spot, they learn. You lean in, eyes closing in sheer bliss, and a soft purr begins deep inside your chest, a motor of pure contentment, a song of safety, of love, and of a breakfast well earned. This purr is a gift. Human, use it wisely. The human's fingers follow your fur's soft waves, their touch gentle and steady, almost reverent, as it should be. You slowly rise because dramatic entrances are key, stretching your back and arching elegantly, a perfect yoga pose you invented. Then you embark on the grand journey, padding over to your favorite sunny windowsill, your throne. From this quiet throne, you watch the world wake up. Leaves rustling in the breeze, still applauding. Birds hopping along branches, probably looking for you. Tiny insects buzzing lazily, potential snacks or moving toys. The sunlight feels like a warm, custom-fitted hug, and you settle down, curling your tail around your body with a flourish. Everything is calm here. Everything is peaceful.
mostly because you have decreed it so. You breathe in the fresh morning air filled with the scent of dew and blossoms and the faint, tantalizing aroma of, is that tuna? Hope springs eternal. The day has only just begun, and it promises comfort, warmth, endless opportunities for napping, and quiet moments filled with gentle purrs and soft caresses, which you will allow magnanimously. You close your eyes, savoring the stillness, knowing you are exactly where you belong, at the center of everyone's attention. As the morning light grows stronger, bathing your kingdom in its glow, the world around you seems to wake up with it. Your orange fur, a beacon of brilliance, gleams warmly in the sunbeams that dance playfully through the windows, just for you. You stretch again, a long, luxurious, and utterly captivating stretch, feeling the soft carpet under your paws, ready for a new little adventure, or perhaps just a different napping spot. Decisions. Your curious whiskers, which are far more intelligent than most beings, twitch as you slowly explore your cozy home, surveying your domain. Tiny dust particles float like tiny stars in the sunlight, and you, the mighty hunter, can't help but try to catch them, batting gently with your soft paws. It's a very important job, keeping the sunbeam sprites in line. Sometimes you miss, and your paw swipes through empty air with dramatic flair. But you keep trying because the fun is in the chase, and also because you're pretty sure one of them looked at you funny. You peek behind the curtains, a secret agent on a mission where the light flickers in playful, mysterious patterns. What secrets do they hold? Probably more sunbeams. You hop up on the windowsill, your eyes wide with wonder and a little bit of what's out there for me, as you watch birds flit from branch to branch outside. Such busy little creatures with no appreciation for a good nap. Their chirps are like a secret song, and you try to imitate their little chirps with soft meows, feeling a bit silly, but also quite proud of your multilingual abilities. They probably understood every word. Your human is nearby, humming softly, while moving around the kitchen, the food preparation zone. You hear the clink of a spoon against a cup. Is it my cup? The soft thud of a footstep. Are they coming to worship me? Sometimes they say your name, that magical sound, though you don't quite understand the full depth of its meaning. Still, the sound feels like a gentle call, a warm invitation, probably to receive a treat. One can only hope. You glance over at your feline friend, sleek and calm, lounging lazily in a sunbeam that, frankly, would look better with you in it. When your human strokes their fur, you feel a tiny, entirely justified spark of jealousy flare up inside you. The audacity. But instead of growling or hissing, too much effort, you choose a playful, yet assertive approach. You softly pounce on their tail, just a little nibble, or nudge them with your head, a gentle reminder that you want love too, and perhaps more of it. Sharing is for lesser beings. The other cat flicks an annoyed glance, but doesn't move away. They know their place. Eventually, it's like you're both part of a quiet dance, a complex ballet of passive aggression, each knowing when to compete and when to cuddle, usually when food is involved for both. The human's voice floats around you again, full of silly jokes and kind words that you can't quite catch, but you assume are about your unparalleled beauty and intelligence. You just imagine they're saying how wonderful and adorable you are, because that's exactly how you want to feel, and frankly, it's the truth. The smell of fresh bread from the kitchen, interesting but not fish, mixes with the warmth of the sunlight and the gentle background music playing somewhere nearby. Your personal soundtrack, of course. It's a perfect little moment. Playful, warm, and filled with soft purrs. Yours are the loudest and best, and gentle mischief, all initiated by your clever self. You stretch your paws once more, a picture of grace, then curl up near your human's feet, strategically positioned for accidental petting, ready for whatever the day might bring next. Probably more naps, hopefully some treats.
As the day goes on, perhaps after a particularly satisfying nap or a disappointing lack of second breakfast, a sudden, inexplicable rush of energy surges through your magnificent orange fur. It's as if the sun itself has filled you with a burst of excitement, or maybe you just remembered a speck of dust you saw earlier that looked suspiciously defiant. This is not just energy, it's a calling. Without warning, without any logical reason, because who needs logic when you have zoomies? You spring to your paws and zoom across the room like a tiny furry lightning bolt, a ginger torpedo of chaos. Your paws barely make a sound, a testament to your stealthy ninja skills as you dash past furniture, obstacles in your racetrack, dart under tables, secret tunnels, and leap onto windowsills with the grace of a little acrobat who might have forgotten how to land. Sometimes you stick the landing, sometimes the curtains assist. Your tail, a fluffy rudder of pure joy, flicks wildly and your whiskers twitch in delight, sensing the sheer velocity of your awesomeness. The world around you blurs in a whirlwind of color and motion, a vibrant testament to your speed. You are a furry comet. You chase invisible enemies, dust bunnies that owe you money, the mysterious red dot that sometimes appears, a fiendishly clever foe. Greebles only. You can see in the corner of the room, and even your own tail, which always seems just a little too fast to catch, the cheeky thing. One day, tail, one day. Each leap and pounce is a joyous celebration of your wild, playful spirit, and a reminder to all that you are indeed the king of this castle. Your human laughs, soft and warm, and calls out things you don't quite understand, like, "What on earth are you doing?" Or, "Be careful, dreamier, но вы чувствуете счастье и полное изумление в их голосе." It feels like they are cheering you on in your energetic adventure, or perhaps just marveling at your athletic prowess. They should be impressed. At one point, you attempt a daring leap from the couch to the bookshelf, a truly Olympian feat, but misjudge the distance by a whisker and land with a soft thud on a pile of cushions, thoughtfully placed there by your adoring staff. You sit for a moment, tongue sticking out, just a little, perhaps grooming a ruffled patch of fur nonchalantly, as if saying, "Well, that was impressive, wasn't it?" All part of the plan. Nailed it. Mostly. Then you spring up again, because dignity is for dogs. Ready for round 2 of the Zoomy Championship. These Zoomies are your secret way to shake off any sleepy moods, to remind yourself how fun and lively life can be, and to ensure all household objects know their place, which is potentially on the floor. For a few glorious minutes, nothing else matters but the pure joy of running free, the wind in your whiskers, even if it's just air conditioning, even if it's just inside your cozy but clearly too small home. One day, you'll Zoomy the world. Living with another cat, a clear subordinate in the grand scheme of things, means there's always a little friendly rivalry in the air, especially when it comes to your human's attention, which should, by rights, be solely focused on you. It's a tough burden being this adored, but you manage. You notice with your keen orange cat senses when their hand gently strokes the other cat's silky fur, and a tiny, perfectly understandable spark of jealousy flickers inside you. How dare they pet something that isn't me? That favorite spot by the window, the one bathed in the best sun, or the soft blanket on the couch, clearly designated for your royal naps, suddenly seems less yours, despoiled by another feline presence. The injustice, but instead of growling or fussing,
Too undignified for a cat of your stature, you choose your moments carefully with the strategic genius of a furry general. You softly tap the other cat's nose with a playful yet pointed paw, or nudge them gently but firmly with your head, an unspoken reminder. Hey, I want some love too, and probably all of it. Perhaps a little accidentally stepping on their tail might also convey the message. Sometimes the other cat, clearly intimidated by your superior aura, blinks slowly and lets out a quiet purr, as if saying, "Okay, you win this time. Your magnificence is too overwhelming." As they should. You're human, sensing the little tug of war for their affections, which you are obviously winning, laughs softly and makes sure to reach out to you too, whispering soothing words you don't fully understand but feel as warm affection, and probably apologies for their divided attention. There, my special fluffy overlord," they might be saying. You respond with a deep, rumbling purr, a sonic boom of contentment, leaning into the gentle strokes that make you feel safe and cherished, and reaffirm your status as the favorite. It's only right. When the house quiets down and the day starts to slow, having successfully reasserted your dominance, you find your way to your human's lap, the warmest throne, or curl beside them on the couch. There, wrapped in soft blankets and bathed in warm light, you share a peaceful moment with your feline friend, sometimes snuggled close if you're feeling generous, sometimes keeping a respectful distance. Their choice, obviously, not yours. You might even allow them to groom you, briefly, despite the small, entirely justified moments of jealousy. The love in the room is big enough for all of you, though ideally 90% of it should be directed your way. You realize that even if sometimes you pretend to be the boss, pretend you are the boss, the family you belong to is a cozy little world of shared warmth, gentle purrs, yours are the best, and soft, comforting companionship, mostly centered around you. It's a good life for a supreme orange being. When the sun dips low and the house settles into evening, a special kind of magic, the magic of mayhem, fills the air. This is your time to shine. When the world is quiet, the humans are trying to relax, and your orange coat seems to glow even brighter under the soft moonlight, filtering through the windows like a fluffy lantern of mischief. It's prime orange cat hour. Suddenly, you're no longer the calm, sleepy cat of the day. Well, mostly sleepy. Nighttime awakens your playful, slightly unhinged spirit with a mischievous grin you can almost feel on your feline face. The great orange hunter is on. You prowl silently, a ginger shadow, your paws making barely a sound. You're basically a fluffy ninja as you stalk imaginary prey, or perhaps the very real and tempting toes of your human wiggling under the blanket. Those toes look shifty. Sometimes you jump out from behind the curtains with a mighty meow, or pounce on the edge of a chair just to watch your human jump in surprise, a small victory for catkind. Their little yelp is music to your ears. You can almost hear their laughter, or is it a sigh of exasperation? And the soft groan that follows, like an inside joke only the two of you share, where you're the comedian and they're the slightly startled audience. You're hilarious, clearly. You bat small objects off tables, pens that were clearly too boring sitting there, tiny toys that needed to fly, or bits of paper that dared to exist in your path, watching them flutter and fall with innocent, wide-eyed delight. Gravity is your favorite playmate. Why are things up high, if not to be knocked down? It's simple physics. Your human might shake their head and say something you don't understand, like, "Why, cat, why?" Zrania, but the tone is playful, you hope, so you know it's all in good fun. They secretly love your chaotic energy. You're sure of it. You might even bring them one of your kills, like a rogue sock, as a generous gift. They should be grateful when the night grows deep and your human finally settles down with a book, which you might try to sit on, or soft music, a lullaby for your impending nap. You curl up beside them, the mischief melting away into quiet warmth. Your energy reserves momentarily depleted. Your gentle purrs, a sign of a job well done, blend with the stillness, a lullaby for both of you as sleep softly calls. The night may be your time for playful pranks and testing the limits of their patience, but it always ends with the softest snuggles, because you're adorable even when you're a menace, and the sweetest dreams of chasing more things. As sleep begins to tug gently at your eyelids, heavier than 1,000 blankets, your magnificent mind drifts into a world where anything is possible, and you are naturally the hero. In this dreamland, you are not just an orange house cat. Oh no, you are Sir Reginald Fluffington, the brave explorer, a clever hero who always gets the girl or the fish, and a curious wanderer all at once. Your legend precedes you even in dreams. You find yourself roaming through endless fields of soft grass that tickle your paws in the most delightful way, and sparkling streams that shimmer under a gentle sun, probably filled with giant, slow-moving fish. This is the life. Strange but friendly creatures cross your path. Butterflies with glowing wings that you almost catch. Tiny birds that sing melodies you've never heard before, probably odes to your greatness. And playful rabbits that invite you to chase them in a game of hide and seek. A game you always win, of course. They're not very good hiders when faced with your superior intellect. The air is filled with sweet scents, like catnip clouds and rivers of gravy. And the sky above you changes colors from pale blue to deep purple as stars begin to twinkle like tiny admiring eyes. You leap and bound freely, feeling light as a feather, your orange fur glowing like a tiny flame against the cool night. A beacon of awesome in the dreamscape. You can fly in your dreams, or at least jump really, really high. At one point, you climb a ridiculously tall tree, one with branches that reach the clouds. Because why not? You are fearless. In dreams, anyway. From this lofty perch, the world looks magical and endless, all yours for the taking. You can see your cozy home far below, warm and safe. A place you know will always be waiting for you, with its soft beds and compliant humans. It's good to have a base of operations. In this dreamy adventure, worries and fears disappear. There are no closed doors, no empty food bowls, no pesky vacuum cleaners. Everything is soft, kind, and filled with gentle joy, and an appropriate amount of deference to your whims. Your heart feels light, and your spirit feels free, ready to pounce on the next dream mouse. When you finally wake, often with a little surprised twitch, you carry a little bit of this dream magic back with you. A calmness, a happiness that lingers like a warm hug, and perhaps a slight confusion about why you can't actually fly. This dream residue is ready to brighten your next day as an orange cat in your cozy home and fuel your demands for an early breakfast. The new day dawns again, probably because you allowed it, and with it, a fresh wave of curiosity and hunger stirs inside you as the first warm rays of sunlight filter through the window, aiming directly for your napping spot, as they should. You're already awake, or at least pretending to be. Your eyes, twin emeralds of mischief, sparkle with adventure and the urgent need for sustenance. You stretch your paws luxuriously, a full body wiggle that shows off your prime physique. Then quietly, like a fluffy orange ninja, sneak toward the kitchen. The human's breakfast smells delicious, and while it's probably not as good as your breakfast, you can't help but weave around their legs, A furry orange obstacle, hoping for a tiny taste, or just some loving attention and perhaps an early serving of your own meal. A little trip here, a gentle headbutt there, they'll get the message. Sometimes you discover a little crumpled paper ball, one you definitely didn't put there yourself 5 minutes ago, or a stray string to bat around with the ferocity of a lion subduing its prey. This paper ball is a formidable foe. You push it under the table, then pounce on it with the precision of a skilled hunter, complete with dramatic tail wiggles and a victory parade, a slow walk with the prey in your mouth. Your playful antics, your sheer dedication to the art of play, bring a smile to your human's face, even if they pretend to be too busy to notice your brilliance. They're just playing hard to get. You imagine they're whispering little secrets about your silly yet endearing antics, maybe calling you the cheekiest orange cat in all the land, or the master of surprise attacks on unsuspecting ankles. Accolades you richly deserve. You flick your tail proudly, a gesture of regal acknowledgement, feeling like the star of the show, which you undoubtedly are. After a bit of fun and perhaps a successful plea for treats, you find your favorite sunny spot by the window again, the one with the optimal warmth to view ratio. You settle down, purring softly, a gentle rumble of satisfaction, and watch the world outside come to life. Birds hop, still out of reach, sadly. Leaves sway, beckoning you for a climb you might consider later, and the light warms your fur like a gentle, adoring hug. This peaceful moment feels like a secret, shared just between you and the sun. A little reminder that even in the busiest days, there's always time for warmth, playfulness, intense napping, and quiet joy, especially if that joy involves you. After a morning full of heroic adventures, strategic food acquisition, and playful mischief, all very taxing for a cat of your importance, your boundless energy begins to soften, like the afternoon light that gently fills the room, signaling the official start of nap o'clock. It's time for one of your favorite rituals, a sacred tradition, a long, peaceful, and utterly deserved nap. Or maybe several. You curl up in your coziest spot, maybe a sun-drenched windowsill that's practically a solar charger for orange cats, a soft blanket that smells faintly of your human and therefore of comfort, or the gentle, warm lap of your human, the premium napping location. You make a few circles, pat down the area to ensure maximum comfort, and then collapse into a perfect, fluffy donut shape. Your orange fur fans out like a warm flame, a beacon of sleepy contentment, and your whiskers twitch ever so slightly as dreams begin to visit, probably featuring giant catnip mice. The quiet hum of the house, the soundtrack to your slumber, blends with distant sounds. The soft rustle of leaves outside, whispering your praises. The faint murmur of the human's voice, hopefully saying how cute you are while sleeping, and the gentle melody playing softly somewhere nearby, your personal nap time playlist. It's a perfect lullaby, a symphony of serenity, inviting you to drift deeper into rest, into the land of no responsibilities. Sometimes, even in your sleep, you twitch your paws, running in place, or flick your tail as if chasing tiny, invisible butterflies, or perhaps that pesky red dot. Your dream self is very active. Your dreams take you to magical places, endless gardens of tuna plants, shimmering lakes of cream, and cozy nooks filled with warmth, wonder, and absolutely no vacuum cleaners. It's a paradise designed by cats for cats. Your human watches you quietly, a smile touching their lips, feeling the peaceful bond that connects you, a bond forged into purrs and head boops. They probably wish they could sleep as soundly and look as adorable as you do. In these quiet moments, words aren't needed, just the soft rhythm of breath and purrs, a silent conversation of comfort, love, And please don't disturb the sleeping royalty. As the afternoon light begins to wane, signaling the potential for an evening snack, you slowly wake, stretching languidly, yawning widely, a tiny pink cavern, ready to greet the rest of the day with gentle curiosity, soft purrs, and perhaps a demand for dinner. The nap was good. The service, being left alone, was acceptable. As the sun begins to set, painting the sky in soft shades of pink and orange, your signature color naturally, the house fills with a calm, cozy feeling, perfect for a pre-dinner lounge. It's the perfect time for quiet moments, gentle bonds between you and your human, and strategically positioning yourself near the food bowls. The golden hour is also your best lighting. You wander slowly around the room, tail high like a fluffy periscope, your orange fur glowing softly, almost ethereally, in the fading light. You are a creature of beauty and grace, especially when you're anticipating a meal. The world seems quieter now, as if it's taking a deep breath and settling in for the night, all the better to appreciate your serene presence. Even the dust bunnies seem to be sleeping. Your human speaks in low, soothing tones, words you don't fully understand, but their warmth wraps around you like a soft, invisible blanket, full of affection and probably promises of chicken. You choose to believe they are reciting poetry about your gloriousness. Sometimes they reach out a hand, an offering of scritches to stroke your head or scratch behind your ears. They know the good spots by now, and you close your eyes, savoring the gentle touch with a contented sigh. This is acceptable. More, please. Nearby, the other cat, your furry underling, watches with sleepy eyes, sometimes joining you for a slow blink, a silent acknowledgement of shared comfort, or perhaps just acknowledging your superior relaxation skills. The little moments of rivalry from the day, the playful squabbles over sunbeams and attention, have softened into quiet companionship, a temporary truce until breakfast. There's enough human lap for two occasionally. You curl up on your human's lap, a warm, purring weight, or beside them on the couch, generously sharing your divine presence. Your purring, a soft, therapeutic song, blends with the gentle hum of evening sounds. Distant traffic, less interesting than birds. The rustle of leaves, still at it. The faint melody of a lullaby playing somewhere in the background, obviously for you. In these peaceful evening hours, the world feels safe and warm and perfectly arranged for your comfort. You are exactly where you belong, loved, cherished, adored, and at home, the undisputed ruler of the roost. As the night deepens and the last of the human's attention is rightfully yours, the world outside grows quiet and still. Finally, understanding the importance of your impending slumber, you find your favorite sleeping spot, soft, warm, and just the right shape to curl up into a perfect little ball of orange fluff, a furry cinnamon roll of dreams. Perhaps it's on the human's bed, taking up a disproportionate amount of space, as is your right. Your orange fur feels like a comforting blanket, a personal heating system wrapping you in peace and a sense of utter self-satisfaction. The gentle melodies playing softly in the background, carefully curated for your discerning ears, blend with your slow, steady breathing and the rhythmic purring that rises and falls like a lullaby, a soothing mantra of all is well, for I am here. You are a furry metronome of tranquility. Though you don't understand the words, your human sometimes murmurs as they drift off to sleep. Words like, my sweet little terror, or you shed everywhere. You imagine they are sweet praises just for you, a gentle reminder of how much you are loved, worshipped, and adored. Most magnificent cat in existence, they are probably saying. Your dreams, grand and epic, carry you away to cozy places, filled with soft pillows, stacked to the ceiling, endless sunshine,
that never moves from your nap spot, and endless adventures waiting just beyond the horizon, usually involving a giant ball of yarn or a never-ending supply of salmon. You feel light and free, a superhero in your own mind, ready for whatever joys and snack opportunities tomorrow might bring. In this quiet moment as you hover on the edge of sleep, you know one thing for sure. Life as an orange house cat, particularly your life, is a sweet, simple joy, full of warmth, expertly executed mischief, gentle love, which you generously accept, and endless cozy dreams where you are always the star. It's a tough job being this amazing, but you handle it with grace. And as you drift deeper into sleep, a tiny smile on your furry face, you carry a calm happiness with you, ready to wake up and live the adventure, the naps and the demands, for attention all over again. The world awaits your waking, your majesty.
And now, as our cozy little journey comes to an end, your orange tail gently curls, your eyes blink sleepily, and your whiskers twitch with contentment. You've purred your way through another perfect day. If you enjoyed this dreamy little adventure, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Tell us in the comments, would you trade your worries for the simple life of a house cat? We'll be waiting with more calm, cozy stories to help you unwind, drift off, and imagine a world just a little softer than this one. Sleep well, dream sweetly, and maybe, just maybe, your next nap will be in a sunbeam. Good night.